Morning, guys. Let's fix this here. Holy crud. Tired. So, what's up? Yeah, it was a late night last night for multiple reasons. I feel like shit right now. Just super congested. Can't freaking breathe. And I gotta work today. Fun. Yeah, but yesterday, today is Friday the 24th of November. It's after the Black Friday madness from last night. Went out and got some new stuff. And ended up having to stay up for a good part of the night. Not out shopping or anything like that. A friend was in the hospital because of something like that. So, you know, she was there and she had her kid with her. So I had to make sure that, you know, they needed a ride home, that somebody was awake. So, whatever. But I cracked open one of my games, which I actually made another video kind of ranting about it a little bit last night. Sonic Forces. You know, the one where everybody's making those Sonic original creation nightmares. Shit. But yeah, I picked it up last night and got home after, you know, everything had gone down. You know, when I pulled it down the road to my house, and she was getting in the ambulance, had her kid with her, and I was like, yeah, I can watch a kid, that's fine, because they were staying with us for a couple of days for the holidays, and he wanted to go with her to make sure she was okay, which I can understand, you know, more than fine. You know, I just said, you know, hey, just, you know, make sure you keep us updated, you know, if you need me and my wife, we'll come pick you up. And we didn't hear anything back until about 1:30 or so in the morning. So, yeah, it was a long night. But ended up, you know, going to pick her up and everything like that. But in the meantime, while I was waiting for the fucking call back, waiting for my wife to finish up her little shopping ordeal. I'm sorry about this sun, man. This sun sucks in the morning. Yeah, while I was doing that, I decided to pop in Sonic Forces and made a video. Excuse me. Mentioned that the bonus DLC code was already used for some reason. I don't know. Like I said, it was a free DLC in the video, so it wasn't a big loss. It's probably why they made it free, because some of the codes are just buggy or something like that. I don't know. But that game is a lot better than I expected it to be. Like it's almost like so good. It's like, why is this game actually fun to play? I mean, by default, the game is on the hard setting, so it's not a very hard game at all. Let's say I beat this in one night. I beat the whole game in one night. It's not the longest game. It's longer than Generations, but it's still a very short game. Like, watching all the cutscenes all the way through, and, you know, doing the repeat missions for the SOSs, and, you know, trying to get S ranks, trying to see, you know, what new piece of gear you can unlock for your created character. I got a good chunk of the game done, storyline included and everything like that, in about 6.5 hours total time. Because, yeah, it's really not a bad game. Like I said, I was shocked. In a generation that's notorious for having some shitty fucking games from Sonic, it seems like Sega has learned their mistakes. Heck. It's just God, I'm just rambling now. I'm tired. As soon as I got home from picking up a friend, I went straight to fucking bed because it was done. But yeah, I'd seen the review saying it's a very short game, it's not worth the price tag, and all that shit. I got it $30 brand new. It was a $10 drop from GameStop, so I was like, oh, why not? Figured it'll be a quick playthrough, then trade it back in. I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer than I thought, because the game does give incentive to playing if you're a completionist or collectible whore, because there's just tons of shit to collect in that game. Like all the different Wishbone weapons that you can get with all the different variants and everything like that. Which almost seems like they're kind of RNG'd a little bit. I'm not sure if they're like all preset like ability sets or if they're completely like randomly generated. If that's the case, then that's cool, but at the same time also kind of sucks. But again, like I said, I haven't unlocked everything, so I don't know. The customizable parts of your animal creation is very in-depth for what it is. You're creating a cartoon animal. Anthropomorphized fucking hedgehog, bunny, cat, wolf, dog. It's like there's like 7 different animals you can pick from, and there's like in-game like little missions for getting those things all to the highest valor or the highest rank. So that's 7 times playing through. It took me about 5 hours to hit the 3 gold star rank. Level 30, whatever the hell you want to call it. And, do that, multiply that times 7, that's good, 35 hours right there. Sure to that. Plus, doing all the time trials, the S ranks, and going through collecting all the red rings. Plus, after that, it's supposedly like numbered rings and silver moon rings or something like that. I don't know. Plus, there's also another free DLC where you can play a bunch of episodes as Shadow and get all the collectibles for that. So, for everybody sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, it's a short game, don't play it. That's not worth your time and money." If you like old school Sonic the Hedgehog, pick this game up. If you like Sonic Generations, pick this game up, because this game is like a super well done mishmash of multiple Sonic games that were all good Sonic games. It's like it's got the seriousness of like the good Saturday morning Sonic cartoon, where the one where like Robotnik's already taken over Mobius and there's like the Freedom Fighter Resistance trying to stop him and everything like that. It has that feel to it. It's like everything. It's like this dark world. It's in despair. And everybody's, like, literally in a war trying to stop Eggman from destroying the fucking Earth. And the new enemy for the game, while he's, pretty sure everybody's seen him, Infinite, the generic, brooding bad guy who's all-powerful. For a new character, he's actually kind of cool. His boss fights are a pain in the ass. I will give you that. But there's a strategy to it. It's no longer just jump and smash, jump and smash, jump and smash, or lock attack or anything like that. You actually have to when you're fighting Infinite, you have to actually move around a lot more. You have to be very strategic where you're standing and everything like that. It's a much, much better combat system for the bosses. Combat system. Sonic game. Oh god, that's horrible to say. But yeah, it has that feel of that. The enemy is really good. The storyline is awesome for the cheese factor. It's great. That's the gameplay of like Sonic Generations, and then with your new character, it's like a mix between Generations and Sonic Colors. We have all the different Wisp powers. However, you can only select one at a time. And if you take the wrong gun into the level and there's no Wisp power-ups for it, you're not going to really be able to use it that much. He has a standard weapon, but that's about it. Yeah, there's a lot more content to this game than what everybody makes it out to sound like, because all the fucking reviewers on Metacritic are like, yeah, this game's fun, but it's way too short. Everybody's like, this game's it's good. It's one of the better Sonic games ever made, and it's just not worth the $40 price tag. If you are a completionist person, you will find quite a bit of enjoyment. It's a lot of a huge repetitive nature, but once you beat the game, it unlocks a whole end game segment where you can create new avatars, you can create, new characters, then go through and like try to beat your scores and try to unlock everything. There's just a lot of replayability to the game. Plus, it has that classic, Twitch Sonic feeling. It's no longer all on rails. There's the on rails section, and that's autoplay, but there's a lot less than it was in Generations. You actually have more input to the character motions and everything like that. So, just a huge kudos to Sega for pulling this one off, man. They really nailed it. So, all the memes aside about making like the worst looking character, making your OC a fucking nightmare just for the lulz, just know that it's actually a legitimate system. Because, yeah, you can make something that's like absurdly and outlandish looking, but if you actually want to, you can make your character look however you want it, to a degree. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. It's a fun game to play. It's a real good experience, and I thought it was gonna be just a one-off. Take it home, play it, take it back. No, I'm gonna play through this a little bit more, because it just has that incentive for me, because I like collecting things in games. I like getting 100% if I can. And this game is really one of those games that's going to drive me to try to get 100%. So, on that note, just know that it's a good game. Well worth picking up if you're into that stuff. If you don't want to pay $40, understandable. It's not a lot of content, but it's more than you think it is. So, if you want to wait for a price drop, pick it up pre-owned or something like that, then perfectly fine. Like, I picked it up, like I said, $30 instead of $40. $30, I think, is more than a fair price for this game. I mean, it's definitely better than paying $60 for Sonic Generations just to have a 3-hour game. It's definitely much better than that. It's definitely a much better deal this time around. But yeah, I'm getting ready to pull up to work here, so just check it out. I really highly recommend checking it out. It's going to give me a lot more fun and gameplay than I thought it was ever going to do. Like when I picked up the new Ratchet & Clank for PS4, I played that thing non-stop until I got a platinum. Non-stop. This is the only thing I played until I got a platinum trophy. This is starting to feel like it's going to be that same thing, like repeating the storyline missions, repeating everything like that, getting every last little unlock that you can get. It has that strong feel to it, so definitely go pick it up, check it out. Let me know what you think about it. If you've already played it, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's like the worst thing ever? Just let me know, guys. In the meantime, wish me luck. See if I can make it through the day. And take it easy.